What's up? Yeah, man. Purge. We're going to purge. And, ooh, there's a bunch of them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, there's another one of them under there. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, 20 pieces. Come on. Since there's so many, let's just get busy. You know what? Hold on a second. I got to tape my finger. Yeah, so there we go. Yeah, I was talking to some friends of mine. Said a woman had hurt his no, that's not. That's something else. But I was talking to a friend of mine, and he said there's a specific injury that runs like what I'm talking about here, what I got, and he ended up in a splint for 6 weeks, and he said, man, if he went without that splint for a day, that 6 weeks would start over, whatever the healing that has to happen in there. And so I'm trying to stay on top of it. Anyways, man, let's get started. This first knife is this KIZER Shard, and it's a small knife. It's a itty bitty knife, and it's on bronze washers. This is it's in S35 VN steel, full titanium pocket clip. I mean, it's an interesting piece, but it is small. So I mean, you gotta want a small knife. It's got great action, and of course, I haven't handled this knife in a long time, but you know, once you get her down, the thing runs well, and it's got decent 3-finger ergonomics. Holds on pretty good. It's an interesting piece. I will say that the action's okay on it. I mean, for washers, it does pretty good. All this jimping in here helps assist with the grip. It's got some of this internal jimping here. All that kind of bites in. Anyway, so the KIZER Shard, S35, titanium. I'm asking $100 for that. And that's a pretty decent, it's a Dirk Pinkerton design as well. I'm a big fan of Dirk stuff. Yep. All right. KIZER Shard. Second, and hey, there is a bunch of budget knives in this lot. This particular purge. There's a couple of decent, mid-level knives in here. I don't think, looking around, that there's any higher end knives. Like there's nothing in here for $150. Everything's below that for sure. Kind of a budget run. Next, Kershaw CRYO G10. It's got the G10 scale. It's not steel on both sides, so it's a little lighter. It does have the steel liner, but it's not the full thickness liner. Lots of jimping on these, and in the end, it's a hinderer design. And of course, that's obvious when you see it, and that's why I picked it up. I picked up this one and the CRYO version 2. I'm not quite ready to purge it yet, but I could. I'd like the bigger one. Honestly, I kind of pained over which one, purge one, keep one, and I kind of struggled because this one it's compact. It's more compact than the other one, but man, it's got great ergonomics. Excellent jimping along the scales in the back of the spine. The finger guard locks the finger in. It's got a great grip. Kind of a little choke up spot if you wanted to really bear down on this. Good ergos, but it's a hinderer design, and clearly when you look at it, you go, man, is that like a mini hinderer? And pretty much, yep. And it is assisted. Got it tuned up pretty good. Locked up nice. Yep. All right. So for the Kershaw CRYO G10 steel liners, $28. So I think that's a pretty fair price on this one as well. I'm trying to price them. I'm trying to make room is what I am. So I'm really, really pricing these to try to purge them out. Next one is this Real Steel G5 Metamorph, but it's the button lock version. And, I mean, it's pretty cool. Runs really well using the button for sure. It does have this thumb stud on the one side, and man, is that snappy. Yep. Using the thumb stud, I will say it's a little crunchy on the button, so I'm confident it'll wear in because it's not really stick. Very free blade, runs really well. I just think the knife needs to be used a little bit. But it doesn't have that if you use the button. Only if you sling it out there with that piece there, and it's minimal. So I will mention that it has it. White scales, good pocket clip, recessed with crowned screws. Runs well in the pocket. Pretty cool knife, and wonderful ergonomics. Comfortable in the hand. Yeah, these are interesting pieces, and I have another one that's getting ready to get checked in. I actually have two of these. I have the G10 version without the button, and then somewhere around here I have an aluminum scaled version without the button lock, and those are both front flippers. Yep, and so I definitely like the knife. What am I asking for this one? $50. Yep, $50 for the G5 button lock. Next, we have a kubey Aquino, and this is that backlock version. It's got a backlock. It's got a half stop, and then the backlock. It's got the Jade G10, the natural G10, nice pocket clip. Thing carries in the pocket really well. Can't really deploy it with that fuller. The detent created with that backlock's pretty stiff, so it is a two-handed folder. Pretty nice in the hand. You do feel the pocket clip on this one. It's tall, accommodates thicker pants, but you do somewhat feel that in hand. But neat little back flipper knife. Honestly, maybe a good little starter knife for a son or a grandson, maybe even a daughter. 14C 28-inch steel liners. Pretty cool overall. And yeah, I'm really trying to clear this one out at $35. Yep, next, this video dropped very recently, and it's the Williamson CHIBS. It's on the pocket clip here. It does come with a plain pocket clip if you don't want to see the word CHIBS on there. And I am a fan of Williamson's designs. They're similar. Whenever I put my hand on one of his knives, I find it to be really similar. This one's in 14C 28N. It's got this multicolored, really deeply grooved G10, so the grip on this thing is outstanding. The finger guard's got a nice, the flipper tab makes for a really nice finger guard. Excellent jimping on the spine. Yeah, this thing is this is a great little knife, and excellent drop shot action. Back flipper, thumb flick, spidey flick. Yeah, pretty cool. And I like this knife a lot. I'm asking, come on, where are you? Oh, okay. G10 14C, $70 for the Williamson. And it's interesting too, because it's got the brown on the inside shows, not the multicolored, just the lighter brown. It's kind of cool, but you can see all the layers in the scale also. And the pocket clip sits under the scale. Big fan. Lots of tension on the clip, man. Wherever you put this knife, it's going to be there when you go looking for it. Yep. Next, we have, am I coming down or which way am I? Nope, we're going to start up here. So I've got this QSP Pelican. It's a QSP version. It's in S35VN steel, MICARTA, titanium pocket clip, steel liners. Yep. and wonderful action. Yeah, this is a legit piece right here. And excellent in-hand ergos. The flipper tab creates a nice finger guard for this. Excellent reverse grip, very confident, and almost can kind of get this Pikal grip on it. You can, without a doubt, you can get there with this knife if that interests you at all. So I have this one, but I have one here that's brand new in the box, unopened. It's never been out of the package. So I'm selling this one first, but potentially I could purge this other one as well. This one went through the channel and got checked in. The other one did not. So the price for the other one, brand new in the box, is $100. And I would ask the same for this one as well, the one out of the box. It's been out of the box enough for me to handle it for this video, and then to check it in, check it out on a video. That's it. So yeah, $100. We'll start with the first one I sell will be the one brand new in the box, unless you want this one. You know, if you want the one that I checked in, it's tuned up. You know, you don't have to worry about, you know, the tension on the lock bar or the screws, the lube, the cleanliness on the inside of the knife. This one's been checked in, checked out, and it's in great shape. Excellent knife. $100. Next, got this EIKONIC. Man, do I like this little knife. It's in D2 steel, MICARTA scales with steel liners, and it's got a wonderful finish on this blade. Man, I like the finish that they put on these. D2, excellent pocket clip, ton of tension. I mean, this is a dryer clip. You put this in your pocket, it's going to be where you put it when you go looking for it. The action on this knife. Now, I did tune it a little bit. When I first got it, it wasn't quite what it is now. But, ooh, is it, man, this thing is legit. And the once in hand, man, is this. So this is along the vein. Right now, I've kind of got a knife fetish for the Asher Douglas. And if you're familiar with that knife, if not, you can look it up. I had one and I purged it. But I've got several knives recently that remind me of that knife. Very similar to it. And this one's, I mean, it's not exactly like it, but man, is it similar. Just a wonderful little handful of very capable little knife. The swoop here's got a fairly decent lockup. So, I mean, this is a confident grip right here. Nice little capable pocket knife. And so for this EIKONIC, it's a good part of this knife as well. $60 for it. Yep, $60 for this little EIKONIC. Very cool. Is it worth that? I think it's worth every penny. You can Spidey flick this too really easily. Yeah, it's got excellent action from both the thumb stud and the Spidey flick. Next, we've got the Space and Time knives. Space and Time. Got two of them here. They're exactly the same except for the scale material. They both are on HCR13 MOV steel. Both have this ceramic ball clip. This one's in G10. This one's in MICARTA. Yep. And man, are these knives, these little knives, cool. You know, sometimes, you know, people ask, hey man, if the knife's so cool, why are you getting rid of it? Well, because I can't keep 1,000 knives, man. So I have to be very selective about what I'm keeping. Now, with that said, I did keep 2 of them because I bought 4 of them. But one of the ones I kept is over here on the bench, and it's the slip joint. I did keep the little slip joint, and I kept another version of the liner lock. Yeah. Wonderful action on these. Got a really nice little clip point blade. And albeit a 3-finger grip, the 4th finger goes right behind it. wonderful jimping on the spine. And so in the end, these provide a really nice little grip for a tiny, not tiny, but a small little knife. I mean, look here against the shard. They're about the same size. Pretty nice little knives. So here's what I've got going on these Space Times. I'll sell them for $35 each, which would be $70 for both, or I'll discount it. If you buy both of them, I'll give you both of these for $60. So, if somebody comes along and says, hey, I want the G10 version, well, then it's sold, and the only option is $35 for the MICARTA version, or vice versa. Yep, vis-a-vis. Next, got a TWOSUN. So this is the TS114 in D2 steel, G10 liners. What an interesting, really early piece. When this one's a 114, it came out early. Sometimes they'll take a newer model and give it an older number. Not this one. This one came out early on. It's got great action. We've checked this knife in. It's been tuned wonderfully. The access to the liner, the access to the liner lock is good. This flipper tab's got great jimping on it. Wonderful blade ergonomics, handle ergonomics. This thing feels really good in the hand. And you can get back here if you want. Yeah, pretty cool. For this one, the TS114 G10. Oh, that's the other thing. It's got titanium backspacer and titanium pocket clip. So the knife is super light, very lightweight knife for such, it's hinging on a large knife, definitely a medium to a large, probably leaning more towards the large side. $50 is what I'm asking for that TWOSUN right there. Next, got another TWOSUN. This is the TWOSUN TS103, and it's in N690 steel. It's got full titanium scale, titanium pocket clip on this side, titanium backspacer, and then on this side it's got a G10 scale with just a G10 scale. So the knife is light, but it's got great action. Yep. Look at that thing. Whoo, it's snappy. Really long. What a poker. Excellent dagger. This thing's legit. Yeah, definitely backup self-defense piece. Anything going forward, this thing's going to pierce. Yeah, cool little knife. So this TS103 G10 titanium N690 steel, $55. That's what I'm asking for it. Next, we're moving pretty good, getting through it. All right, did we come here? Yes. All right, so I've got a twofer. I'm going to sell both of these together. Both of these are holdovers. They're Sencuts. This is a Sencut Serene. It's in D2 steel, aluminum scale, black stonewashed blade, button lock. The button lock, stunning. Thumb. It's got an excellent detent provided by that button. It's got a thumb flick. It's got a spidey flick. Very snappy on all levels. And it's got a back flipper. It's got good jimping on it. Snaps out there. This is leaning towards a large knife. Very comfortable in hand. Lightweight. Okay, so that's knife number one in this twofer package. And then the knife number two is this San Angelo. This thing's been around here a while. I dyed the scales purple, so it's purpley, but it's got excellent jimping on the flipper tab. Wonderful ergonomics. This is one of those that if you don't know, you kind of go, well, I don't know if that shape's right. But man, just like, what's the one I'm thinking of? The Nightshade. Once you put it in hand, you go, oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, that's this. Once you put this knife in hand, wow, is it comfortable. It's got an excellent reverse grip. Kind of can get here, but not so much. Yeah. So the San Angelo, it's got wonderful smooth action. This one is, it's got a different steel. I forget. Let me see here. Let me look at my notes. This one is 9CR18 MOV steel. Yep, 9CR18 steel liners, G10 scales. So I'm selling the two of these together in a package, and I'm asking $60 for the pair. Yep, $60 will buy both of these knives. Next, got a TWOSUN. This is a TS51 in M390 steel, anodized scales. Yeah, it's got that kind of action on it. Back flipper. Wonderful ergonomics. Very comfortable in hand. Excellent reverse. Can kind of get here on this one. It's got smooth ramps on a pocket clip. I mean, guillotine action on this knife. Pretty cool. It's got some jimping on the spine to aid to lock in there. Pretty nice. Be somewhat of a large executive knife, but a really clean, beautiful knife in premium steel, premium scales. Pretty nice stuff. And I'm asking $100 for this. This is also a holdover, so I'm trying to move it out. I'm asking $100 for it. Next, got a CJRB, but it's a twofer. Yeah, I'm doing twofer on this one. This is a REA. Steel liners, natural G10 scales, and excellent action on this little dude. Look at that. Wonderful in-hand ergonomics. This is, speaking of an executive knife, this is a great little executive pocket knife. Wonderful recessed little pocket clip, good profile, thin. And look at the action on this thing. It's wonderful. So I am matching this REA up with this CAMILLUS. Yep. So I'm selling these two together. This has got a bamboo scales on it, Alsate steel, big steel bolster. I mean, it is a beast of a fixed blade knife. Comes with this sheath. What do they call this? Nylon, Nidex? I'm not sure. But it comes with the sheath. The knife has never been used. It's brand new condition. Never been used. Checked in on the channel. Yep. So I'm putting this together with that REA. Again, I'm looking to move some inventory here. So I've priced the two of these together and put a decent price on them. So the two of those together, I'm asking $50 for the pair. Get the CAMILLUS and the REA for $50. All right, next, I've got another pair. I will say on these, I'm asking $30 a piece. So if you just wanted to buy one of these, it's $30. Let me go back to these real quick. If you just wanted to buy one of these, they're $35 each. So you can break these up. I don't know what I was thinking and not mentioning that. But if you just wanted to buy this, it's $35. This one's $35. But I'll sell the pair. That's what I did. I'll sell the pair for $60. So same on these. These are, let me find them. These are $30 a piece if you purchase them separately, or I'll sell them as a pair for $50. Okay? I've got one last pair opportunity here. I've got this CIVIVI APALACHIAN right here. It's carbon fiber, MICARTA. It's got this top flipper, or a front flipper, however you want to look at it. Wonderful action on it. And you can also front flip this knife. And this is in Nitro V steel. What a wonderful traditional little pocket knife. I mean, this thing is really cool. Excellent action. It's got a fuller on it. You can use the fuller as well. Yeah, this thing's cool. So I'm asking, well, hold on, let me do it. So I paired it up with another CIVIVI. This is a BRAZEN. This BRAZEN's got, this is factory purple scales, black steel liners, 14C28N, gray steel coated, black hardware, wonderful knife, excellent action. Got a great thumb flick, spidey flick, and then the back flipper. Very snappy. Okay, so I'm asking for either of these. I'm asking $40 for the BRAZEN, and I'm asking $45 for the APALACHIAN. It's got a recessed pocket clip with recessed screws. Or if you'll buy the pair of them, I'll sell them to you for $75. I'll take $10 off, or $5 a knife, however you want to do it. And I'll sell them to you for $75 for the two of these right here. Or $45 for the APALACHIAN and $40 for the BRAZEN. And then last but not least, this poor ELEMENTUM just can't seem to find a new home. It's got the polished Ultim scales, wonderful action. The button on this ELEMENTUM provides a excellent detent, so that back flipper, super snappy. Yeah, very good, man. Excellent ergonomics. I mean, this thing in hand, it's wonderful. It does have a slight choke up capability. You can get up here if you really wanted to bear down. But yeah, standard ELEMENTUM fare. It's in Nitro V steel. Steel liners, all skeletonized. You can see it through the scales. Super lightweight, very comfortable to carry. And I priced it, I'm trying to get rid of it, $65. Yep. And this particular one, as far as I could see, it's not readily available. Now, somebody may have it out there, but, I mean, not for $65. So, anyways, let's find that one a new home. So, there they are. So, here's the housekeeping. If you're interested in any of these knives, I'll put the notes on the video as well. The only way to talk to me about any of these and making a purge move on one of these is through the channel email address, and that's discerningman01@gmail.com. That's the only way. If you hit me up in the messages, if you could hit me up every day, 5 times a day on the same video, I'm not responding to that. The only way that you're going to get a response is if you hit me in an email and then reference the piece or pieces that you're interested in. I will, in the response, provide some information if you want to donate shipping to the channel. Most of these will ship for about $7. So if you wanted to donate shipping on the knife, you could donate the $7. It helps the channel and it goes a long way. Think about it. There's 20 knives here. Pardon me. And at $7, that costs $140 in shipping to ship these out. You know what I mean? That's a lot. So if you can donate the $7, that's great. But if you don't, and we agree on $100 on this knife, you Venmo me. I'll send the Venmo information because I want to do all of these in Venmo if I can. If we have to go another route, I'll work with you and do the best I can. But if you send me the $100, the knife's going to ship. You don't have to donate the shipping. It's totally something that you choose to do. Hey, I just saw this. Here's another one of my little time-space knives. I have the titanium one that's in a frame lock as well. I mean, I really like these little knives. I ain't lying. They're legit, man. They're not a piece of junk. I mean, I'd be hard-pressed. I don't think you could find this in a gas station. They're cool. I like them. And I wouldn't say they were if they weren't, because that'd make me look like a fool. Anyways, hey, I appreciate y'all watching. Reach out, man. Let's get all this stuff out of here so I can bring in some more new stuff. Appreciate y'all watching.